Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're going to be talking about Buttercup, often found in overgrazed pastures with poor stands of desirable forages. There's several species of Buttercup in Kentucky. There's the bulbous Buttercup. They're all part of the Ranunculus family. There's creeping Buttercup, tall Buttercup, and small flower Buttercup. They all have a yellow flower, and some of their vegetation looks a little bit different. But for effective chemical control of Buttercup, herbicides should be applied in early spring. And in Kentucky, sometimes that's hard to tell when those 50-degree days are going to come consecutively for us to be able to utilize those herbicides. However, when you see that little yellow flower, unfortunately, it's too late. It's already set seed. But there are some herbicide options. 2,4-D is a widely used broadleaf herbicide that effectively controls Buttercup when you catch them small. It needs to be applied when temperatures are over 50 degrees for a consecutive group of days. Dicamba plus 2,4-D, which is trade name Weedmaster, is also effective with Buttercup and other broadleaf. Aminopyralid, which is Forefront or Milestone as trade names, can be effective herbicides, but they harm legumes like clover. Our Triclopyr, which is our PastureGard and Crossbow trademarks, are effective in controlling Buttercup, but should be used with caution around desirable plants. Also, Cimarron is another option for controlling Buttercups, but it is also hard on our legumes. This year we have a new product. It's called NovaGraz. It's a broad spectrum weed control while preserving our clover and annual lespedeza. NovaGraz is particularly beneficial for maintaining high-quality forage and improving soil fertility. It controls a variety of broadleaf weeds, including Buttercup, without harming desirable legumes. You always want to read the herbicide label instructions for application rates, grazing restriction, and safety precautions. But there are also some cultural controls. Unfortunately, there's not a silver bullet chemical that will solve all of our problems because this weed will continue to germinate as the season goes on. So some of the things that we really want to avoid is overgrazing. We don't want to overgraze in the fall and winter months because it can lead to poor stands of desirable forages, and that allows that Buttercup to thrive. Unfortunately, with the winter that we've had, it was a lot of mud and a lot of our pastures are suffering. Also, mowing or clipping Buttercup plants really close to the ground in early spring before they flower can reduce seed production. However, mowing alone will not eliminate the Buttercup. Maintaining proper soil fertility through regular soil testing and appropriate fertilization can promote the growth of desirable forages, and those can outcompete the Buttercup. We also could improve drainage. Buttercup thrive in poorly drained soils, so improving soil drainage can make the environment less favorable for Buttercup growth. And then seeding and reseeding. Establishing and maintaining a dense stand of desirable forage species can help suppress that Buttercup growth. So consider reseeding pastures with appropriate forage species. So a combination of herbicide applications and good pasture management practices can effectively control Buttercup and improve the overall health of pastures. Now is the time to really control those weeds. The problem is we might apply herbicide application now and then think that we've taken care of the particular Buttercup, but those Buttercup will germinate throughout the season. They actually germinate in the fall, and so a lot of times that is the absolute best time to control Buttercup species. So if you know you have a problem, and there'll always be one or two that get away from you, and seed production is prolific with Buttercup, and those seeds can spread and lay for several years before they germinate again. So if we have a really bad infestation, we have built up a population of Buttercup seed. So unfortunately, it is going to be a little bit of a challenge to maintain a nice pasture field without Buttercup. NovaGraz is a game changer though. It does allow us to be able to utilize a herbicide because that's always kind of the challenge, having weed pressure but also having clover. You don't really want to spray to kill your clover, therefore you don't kill your weeds as well. But with this product, you can spray. It does maybe yellow the clover, but it will come back out of it. It will not kill it. And so I would encourage producers, if they maybe want to take a look at that, to utilize that in their toolbox. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.